Hi guys, I look very tired today. I haven't been awake long, but I figured I'd make this video before I adult and get some cheese. I really want some cheese. I ran out yesterday and my mind has been on cheese. But no, there's a few other things I want to talk about. I didn't sleep very well. I think that's going to be a recurring theme for a lot of these days because obviously of what I'm doing, currently not working, and I'm trying to get a job and upskill myself. I streamed all the stuff that I was learning regarding coding, so functions, how to create a function, how to define a function, position on keyword arguments. I did this for 7 hours yesterday, which probably explains why my brain's a bit mush today. I will be streaming again because this is a massive chapter in this book, all right, of functions. And it's interesting. I enjoy it. And, it could lead me to a job once I learn a bit more stuff. Some guy on the stream was like, you're still painting the fence before you do the kung fu. And I thought that was a brilliant analogy. Like, I'm learning how to paint the fence and the motion before then I can do kung fu. Brilliant. I loved that. But yeah, I'm still painting the fence. Yeah, it's just a journey, which leads me to this idea of success and vulnerability. And I think they're linked. I mentioned a bit about this yesterday in regards to being vulnerable on the camera. One thing that frustrates me, and not just on YouTube, but in life in general, when you speak to people and stuff. If you speak to someone, I'm going on a massive rant here, but there's a point to this, and it's like a one-to-one. They pour their heart out to you. Even if they'll tell you stuff that's not in their interest to tell you because it's a burden they're unloading, right? They're being vulnerable. And I don't think they realize vulnerability is a strength because it allows you to connect with other people. I think it's so important for people to realize that success, whether it's through relationships with people or career or anything else, it's a series of being vulnerable. And you look at people like, and these are not bad people, okay? And there's nuance to this. But when you look at people like Alex Hormozi, who's a massive marketer basically, and he slept on gym floors for a part, and then he sort of sold gym memberships and gyms, and then he's got a big business. He said this himself, actually. I wish there were people that I could watch that really showed you what it's like to struggle and to learn and improve. I agreed with him. Ali Abdaal is also, he explains his struggle a bit more, but he wraps it in this way of, the thing is that he sells stuff to help people make more views on their channel. And whether it works or not, I don't know. But it's just, when you try and sell this journey, it doesn't feel right. Do you know what I mean? It's not authentic. And I'll be honest with you guys, with my channel, I just want a job in IT. I just want a job. If YouTube makes me money through sponsorships, because if I had a sponsor, then yeah, okay, I'll talk about, I don't know, whatever product, which as long as it doesn't harm people. But, I wouldn't monetize my journey, this authentic struggle, and be like, oh, you can make loads of money on YouTube too if you do this. It's just, I don't know if I'm making sense, but these videos will remain, at the heart authentic to the point where I'm not going to monetize a struggle. Here's how you make X amount of money per month. You've just got to do this based on my experiences. No. If anything, I'd probably sell a book about what it's like to struggle, and then obviously you can just watch the YouTube videos and then see for yourself, but it's just condensed in a sort of a biography format. What I'm trying to say, vulnerability, you shouldn't really sell it, but you should talk about it. You should, this is my opinion anyway, you should tell people what it's like to struggle. When I speak to my little sister, or when I speak to younger audiences, they don't really understand what it's like to struggle. They see, the opportunity, I could go to university, I could get a degree, I could get a really good job, I could do this, X, Y, Z. But no one shows you the mental stress of it. No one shows you the journey. And that's what I'm doing with this channel. And I stream what I'm learning as well. You can see my struggles on that. In fact, what I'm going to do is that when I finish this book, because I'm doing Python Crash Course by Rick Matthews, amazing book, not affiliated, going through every page. I'm going to do the projects afterwards, and then I'm streaming it all. And then the stream, I'm going to pass on YouTube. And currently, the total amount of hours I've done studying and I've streamed is around 20, if my math's correct, about over 20 hours. So the video is going to be I don't know, 100 hours by the time I'm done, which would be funny. And that's just the beginning. That's just painting the fence, as I said earlier. I really appreciate the support. And if this does help people, then fantastic. It's something I was thinking about as well, is that if I do become successful through YouTube, Twitch and whatever else, I would love to help people. I would love to like use that money to invest in people so they can grow as well. Ultimately, and this is why I made the political video the other day, that's the sort of thing that government should be doing. They should be funding people and businesses to grow, to boost to grow the economies, investing in the country. But what I can do, because my government won't do that, what I can do, invest in people so that they can do what they can do. You know, they can get a job or whatever else. That's what I'd love to do. Massive rant on this video. I need to go buy some cheese, but vulnerability and success, I believe, are the same thing. I think to be successful, you need to be vulnerable in any walk of life. And that's why I make these videos. So any support would be fantastic. But yeah, that's just a little update for the day. I will be streaming later on. I will be streaming the rest of functions. Hopefully get rid of this chapter, because the next chapter is classes. And I see classes like the blueprint of code, right? In Python anyway, it's basically, to my understanding, classes is when you create a blueprint of, I don't actually know. That's why I'm going to learn it. Let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hopefully it's more exciting than buying cheese. Cheers.